Yo, what's going on, man? What you think this is? You think I'm your genie or something? Hey, what's going on, y'all? I'm happy to be back. So I got a new one, and this one is causing a lot of stir around the internet, around the investment world. This is a heavily looked up stock. A lot of volume on this thing. Let's check it out. Before we get started, thinking cap, please. And I would like to address the elephant in the room. Yes, the Becoming Ritchie Rich podcast has been morphed into the Rick the Dawn podcast. So nothing changed. The only difference is you're getting more for your money, and who doesn't want that? So I need everybody, please go to YouTube, go to anywhere that you get your podcast, and just give your man a like and a 5-star rating. Lord Jesus, the first 20 people to like my this video right here, and the first 20 people to give my podcast a 5-star rating, I pray that you bless them financially, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, I'm not promising anything. I can't tell the big guy what to do, but I can petition on your behalf. All right, so look, I'm ready to rock and roll. Check this out, man. Blue space. Here we are. Let's go to the investing Bloog room. Now, I know it's been a long time since I've done these, and I want to tell you why. It's because you guys don't support this series enough, man. If you like this whole concept, then you have to like the video. Otherwise, I won't know you really are into it. Other series on my channel get a lot more attention because, man, let me tell you, they kind of like the video, and that tells me they want to see it. So if you enjoy this whole series, this whole investing series, like the video, and that'll give me a signal that we're ready to rock on. Check it out. So we'll be looking at Nikola Corporation. NKLA is the ticker. And if you're here and you just want to get something real quick, let's take a look real quick, shall we? This stock seems to have some balance or some equilibrium in this area at the $2.75 mark. This took place on February 2nd, 2023. However, something took place on looks like February 16th that has created a strong effect, negative effect, downward spiral, if you will, downward slide. This is like a big slide. We used to have those back in Detroit. But then it created some stability here at the 95-cent mark. And then from there, another downward slide. So something is going on here. And the big question is, would I invest my money here? It's hard to say no when you see this much action. And then, you see something here. I'm going to go with yes. Let me tell you why. Because when I see this little situation right here, it drops and then it bounces up. That tells me, or at least it makes me feel optimistic that there might be something here. I'm not guaranteeing this, though, by any stretch of the imagination. I would not go heavy here. I would put a couple dollars here and just kind of see what happens. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I just had an epiphany. Excuse the expression, but I just had an epiphany. I've seen this so many times. This might not be the best place to place your money because of this downward slide, okay? It is common for an investor to just, wish on the star and say, well, it was here, but it was there, but it's here now, and it can get back. Nah, it doesn't really work that way. Sometimes it goes from here to here to here, and it just keeps going down until it just bottoms out. For example, if we were doing this video when the stock was here, we could have said the same thing, but now look, now it's here. What if we would have did the video then? Well, now it's here. So it just keeps going down. So on that basis, I would say I probably wouldn't invest in this stock. Sorry if you left a little early. But as a caveat, if I were to invest here, I would not invest a lot until I figure out what the stock was trying to do. All right, so that's the quick version. If you want to find out a lot more, stick around. In terms of volume, this thing has 39 million transactions just today. And I checked. The average volume on this thing is like 40.1 million. That's a lot of transactions, a lot of people, dillying and dabbing in this particular company. All right, keeping it moving though, we're going to look at the market cap, 541.39 million. Sounds pretty good. Revenue, 60 million. I like that number as well. Let's keep looking. All right, in terms of portfolio, all right, Nikola Corporation is a technology integrator. I like technology stocks because technology is not going anywhere. That is engaged in developing energy and transportation solutions. Love all these words. These are great words. Energy, transportation, great places to put your money. The company is primarily engaged in providing integrated truck technology. So I like it initially because it's such a broad concept, but I hope that they're not putting all their eggs in truck technology. It's just such a narrow market. It's such a niche market. Technology is expensive. It's so wide. So you're going to take all of what technology can bring and just limit it to a truck. I hope it's more than that. Let's see. Hydrogen fueling and charging infrastructure. So this seems to be a company focused on electric vehicles. We think that, I'll say, it is a wide popular opinion that the world is going to move more and more closer to electric vehicles. However, my wife just went on a trip not long ago, and she described her experience with a electric vehicle, and she described it as nightmarish. So on that basis, and that was just her experience, obviously, because there's probably millions of people who didn't have that experience. But on that basis, it just took one negative report on what an electric vehicle felt like driving, and I'm done with them for all eternity. Not to mention all the conspiracy about vehicles being able to kind of cut on, cut off, drive you to the police station. You know how the internet works, right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like electric vehicles at this particular moment in history or time. We will see though. Anyway, it operates through two business units, truck and energy. I like the energy concept. I'm not a big fan of the truck concept because even within the vehicle industry, you're limiting yourself to just trucks. You have cars, you got scooters, you got buggies. It's just like, why just trucks? I feel like that is pigeonholing yourself in a lot of ways. But we will continue to look. Maybe I'm just being a little cynical. Let's see. All right, in terms of return on investment, it is a negative 83.33%. Not the best, obviously, not the best. But when you talk about penny stocks, those are things you should expect. All right, penny stocks are risky for a reason, okay? They're under $5 because they're not the best companies. And we're trying to find that loophole, that glitch in the matrix that put us, in an advantageous state. And this is a great point to point out, great time to point out that I'm not your financial investor. And I'll be completely transparent. A couple stocks that I recommended on this particular series didn't do so well. So, you got to really do your own research. You got to be careful. Everything looked good. All the indicators look good. But, as of right now, I'm down on a couple stocks and I hate it. It drives me crazy. All right. Because it just doesn't move how you expect it. And that's what the stock market is. It's just unpredictable. It's better than gambling, but sometimes it doesn't feel like it. All right. Nikola Corporation reported earnings results for the first quarter ended on March 31st, 2023. For the first quarter, the company reported revenue was $11.12 million compared to $1.8 million a year ago. Net loss was $169 million. Wow, this company loses a lot of money. All right, wait a minute. Net loss was, but it was $152 million a year ago. Basic loss per share, goodness gracious, dude, this company. Net loss was $169.09 million. That's incredibly large. All right, but in terms of revenue, the revenue did a really good job. It went from 1.89 million to 11.12 million. So the revenue was there. I'm assuming that I'm not understanding this. Can I just be honest with you? I'm not understanding. So for the first quarter, the company reported revenue was 11.12 million. Wait a minute. I think I get it now. For the first quarter, the company reported revenue was 11.12 million compared to 1.89 million, but their net losses was 169.9 million compared to 152 million a year ago. So this company, long story short, is losing money. Okay, that's pretty much the basis of what we're seeing. All right, right now they're at an A+. That number is a little large for me, and I'm going to drop this thing to a B. I'm gonna tell you why. Anytime, anywhere you see loss and 169 million side by side, run. Anyway, let's keep looking. Next, I want to take a look at the PE ratio. The industry itself is 21.1. My favorite number is 25. The company itself is performing below 0. All right, keeping it moving. No dividends. I was hoping, I had my fingers crossed on that because the company trades at 81 cents. That's not quite where I usually trade at. At least it was 81 cents this morning. As of right now, it's trading at 78 cents. Okay, keeping it moving. Next, here we go. Okay, so they had a forecast of 12.6 million, but they did not reach their forecast because, as we saw, their revenue was 11.1 million. So not the best situation there. I am very curious to see the technical indicators on this particular stock. For hourly trading, the moving averages suggest that it is a strong sell. However, technical indicators listed as a buy. If we go to day trading, strong sell, weekly trading, monthly trading. All right, so it's about that time to just face reality. There's a lot of bad here, And the big question is, again, can we beat the market? And you know, it's not so much like, it's not as simple as 1 + 1 = 2 in the stock market. We know that. If it was, it'll be a lot more millionaires on the planet. Sometimes 1 + 1 = 15, because the stock market doesn't always make sense. So we're trying to find a loophole. We're trying to figure out what looks bad but will not be bad. How many times have you put your money in a company and then the next thing you know, it drops to, less than what you thought it would be? Or how many times did you finally hit, you actually guess correctly and you put your money somewhere and it just skyrocketed? So, I mean, that happens, that phenomenon happens when you kind of find it. You got to find it. It doesn't happen on its own. But here we go. Over the last 30 days, this stock at a high traded at $1.04. And what makes me happy is that high is not here. Okay, if it was here, then I would suggest that it's just pretty much what it was. But now it's going down and going down, going down. But the fact that it's a little higher, that high is right here, that tells me that it could possibly get back to that point. In terms of the low, all right, the low is 70 cents. I'm going to hope that the low is not anywhere near the top of this particular chart. Here it is. All right, it's pretty close. That's pretty close. What makes me a little suspicious is that it went from 70 to 78 and 81. And I'll go ahead and just say it right now. If this stock was trading at 70 cents this long ago, this wasn't a long time ago, all right, I'm going to hold out. I'm going to wait. I want to wait till I see 70 cents again, because if you get in at 70 cents, as you can see today, it topped off at 83 cents. That's a nice little jump right there. If you can get into this stock at 70 cents, I would argue that's a good buy. Now, we're talking about a certain time frame. We're talking about May 23rd. All right, if you're watching this video 10 years from now, 2 years from now, 3 months from now, things change. I think stock market, screenings change every day. A lot of times I still do these videos despite the fact that things can change, because it does serve as a great historical check mark. Like, okay, what was this stock doing in May? You can look at a chart and see what it was doing. For example, we can look and see that on April 24th, it opened at 82 cents. The high was 91 cents and the low, it opened at 91 cents. Goodness gracious. And then the high was 93 cents and then the low was 82 cents. We can see that happened on April 24th, but we don't have a video like this to really break it down. So no matter when you're watching this video, if you want to know what happened on May 23rd, I'm your guy, right? May 23rd, 2023 to be exact. Now, going back to my analysis here, the average is 83 cents. So right now, if you were to get in at 78 cents, according to the last 30 days, you could expect to make some money, but that's not a guarantee. I wanted to take a look at their website to see exactly how things is laying. All right. Sometimes, you can get a good feel for a company based on how they represent themselves. And I'm going to just tell you right now, I like the polish. I'm in the internet business industry, so I understand a little bit more now what it takes to have these websites run. And let me tell you, this is high quality right here. They put some money behind their presentation, and quite frankly, it's very beautiful. I mean, just look at Bloog space and compare it to this, right? I mean, they got moving images, all that, and I have a site with moving images, but these are very crisp. You can tell that these are not routed from YouTube, in other words, like mine. I love this. It's really nice, really clean. I like it. I do. Semi trucks, energy. All right, I got you. Now, let's go ahead and look at the numbers here. In terms of stock splits, this company has not done so in its history. I love that. I love the number 0 when I look here. And I'm going to back that up with a second source that tells me the exact same thing. There were no stock splits in the company's history. That is not to say that it won't have one, but I don't think there's one in the forecast. All right, the immediate forecast. Take a look. We're going to go ahead and look at FinViz to see if we can find any information with regards to news in this company. Okay, just make sure I got the right place. NKLA is correct. And maybe we can start to figure out what's going on here. Announces date for CEO fireside chat. Sounds pretty cool. Let me see here. And actually, I'm wondering what the crackling noise is. It was the video in the background. I'm like, what is that crackling noise? It's driving me crazy. All right. Where was I? I was here. Okay, so earnings release. Here's why analysts cut their Nikola Corporation price target to $2.33. This is a great article to read. I won't read it on your time. I'll read it on mine. All right, join thousands of traders who make more informed decisions with our premium features. Okay, I'm going to look at these here. Okay, Nikola, so they had a nice drop when the earnings report came out. We saw the earnings report wasn't the best. Okay, a lot of information here. Cash is out, loss, we saw that. Nikola to pause production, cut costs after quarterly loss. So it looks like they had projections and forecasts that they did not meet. So they start to cut some things. I like that to some degree because they're not blindly sticking to what they thought would happen. So like, okay, we had this particular goal, but we didn't meet that goal. So let's adjust. That shows that they have the ability to adjust. However, I have to adjust as well. I'm going to go with C plus at the moment. A lot of bad here. I'm not seeing a lot of good just yet. Okay, a lot of what I'm seeing makes me feel like in no time this stock is going to have a drop and it will go from 81 cents to at some point it'll be trading at 30 cents. Now don't hold me to that because it could also go up to $1.22, right? So I am actually very eager. If you're watching this video well after May 23rd, 2023, throw me a comment and let me know what the current price is, because even though when I do these videos, I pretty much never look at the company again unless I'm investing in it. I don't see myself investing here, but the comments you leave will pop up as a notification and I'll probably be confused like, what are they talking about? Because I don't even remember saying what I'm saying right now. But do that for me. Just throw the price that it's currently trading at. And also let me know that I told you to do this, if you don't mind. Okay, if you don't have to do that, but it'd be nice if you did that. All right, take a look here. We're going to look at the rating. According to here, they got it as a D plus. What I do like about what I'm doing right now is because I can compare what they're seeing to what I scored it. Now, I'm not done yet. I still have it a letter grade higher than a D plus. And by the end of it, we'll see. Okay. Now, the company's score based on relative ranking of the company within the sector. So they're saying that the sector is pretty decent, but this company within the sector is not doing so well. We saw that with the PE ratio. We saw that the industry PE ratio was, what was it, 21 or something like that? I forget. But the company's PE ratio itself was like negative something. We saw that. All right. According to sales estimates from analysts polled by, the company is among the best with regard to growth. Someone thinks this company is going to grow. All right. I can see that. I think reality shows us that it's actually declining, but we don't know what the future holds. All right. And plus, one thing I will say as a positive with this company is that they're in a sector that will grow inevitably. It's inevitable that more and more electric vehicles will become more and more popular. So on a positive note, they're in a industry that has so much potential. So that is a positive way to look at things for sure. All right. For the last 12 months, analysts have gradually revised upwards. All right. The company's profitability before interest, taxes, depreciation, show fragile margins. Low profitability weakens the company. We saw that they're not really profitable right now. And it's very confusing. It's like, why aren't they profitable? They're in an industry that is growing, I would imagine, right? So why aren't they profitable? Are they maybe in the wrong field? I mean, if you look at this kind of truck here, I mean, how rare is it that you see one of these on the road? So maybe they need to expand. I said that before. I think if they're going to grow, they need to expand their horizons to to be more varied and more diversified. I don't think that truck energy should be the only thing that they focus on. It's kind of like Xerox. Like Xerox would have went the way of the dodo bird if they didn't expand their horizons and do other things, right? But anyway, kind of like UPS. Like UPS doesn't just deliver packages. You can come there and get photos. You can use their computers. I know I use them all the time. All right, taking a look at Cap Edge, I would like to look at the following, see if there's anything worth mentioning here. Let's go to view all just so we have a wider range of concepts. Here it is. Departure, we have a director who left. That's always a bad sign in my book for me personally. Let me see here. Announces pricing, public offering. People run from those for some reason. I don't know why. I have to figure out why. I don't see the one thing I'm afraid of, and that is a notice of delisting. That's the one thing I always come here for. I probably should look at more of these, but that's usually the one I'm looking for first. I don't see that, so that is a positive in my book. Let's look here. Trading at 64.8% below our estimate of its fair value, and I think they're saying that this company is undervalued, and as such, there's money to be made here. Revenue forecast to grow. Someone thinks that this company is going to grow. There's a lot of talk about growth, and one thing I would probably do if I were going to invest here, and I'm not, but if I were, I would try to figure out why these companies are being slated to grow so much. Like what about what this company is doing is projecting all of this growth? I'm not sure if I know what that is. They have less than 1 year of cash runway. We saw the revenue cuts or losses. We saw the Endeavor cuts. We saw all that. But anyway, keeping it moving. I'm going to go with, where am I at right now? I think I'm gonna stay at C plus. Here's why. A lot of talk of growth, and you know, you can hear something enough times that you start to believe it. And I think there's some validity to that. I saw it in more than one source. These companies or these websites I'm looking at, they're not connected. So the fact that this company, I'm sorry, this website said it, this website said it, it started to make me feel like there's some legs there. So I'm going to hold it at C plus for the moment. Now we're going to go to StockTwits and look at what these amazing and brilliant investors think about this company, because they're currently invested in the company. We can look through their eyes to see how they feel about the company and where it's going. Here we go. Brace yourself. All right, if you would like to, you know, follow me on StockTwits, I am what is my name? Oh, the Ray Charles. Let me see if I can show my profile. All right, just in case. Here it is, the Ray Charles. All right, so check it out, man. You can always follow me on that. I'm not going to ever, and I do mean never, ever, open up the notifications. Probably a lot of cuss words in there. Stop posting on my story. I don't care, guys. I don't care, guys. Here we go. First proposal to dump, and after the reverse split is incoming. Someone thinks that there's going to be reverse split, and this person seems to believe this person and is wondering when. And you know what? If this is true, and this is what I dislike about StockTwits. A lot of times the investors here, they'll say something like this. They'll make a bold proclamation, but will not post a source. And you know, being of a academic background, I feel like anything without a source is kind of silly. You know what I'm saying? For example, I could just come on here in 5 seconds and say, hey, I think that NKLA is going to be a good hit. It's going to be a great whatever. I mean, that's cool and all, but do you have a source to back it up? And this is what this whole process is. I'm giving you multiple sources to back up what I'm thinking, what I'm saying. So I would like to know if this user is going to provide a source. That'd be kind of cool. So this guy is clearly trying to figure out when the reverse split is, and I wish someone would answer him. As of right now, I think we have the best answer because we've checked multiple sources. And you know what? I'm going to do something I hate to do. I'm going to use Google, okay? And what we're going to do is see if we can find the answer for this guy, because as of right now, I haven't seen anything that points out a reverse split. We can kind of, you know, label this as Mythbusters. Let's figure out if there's any validity to this. We're going to do a wide search here and see if anything pops up. All right, we know that they've never had one. And this is an article from April 14th. This is relatively new. Not one, not two, but three Nikola directors are bowing out. The company revealed late Thursday. That is scary. All right, that's a lot of people to leave a company. They are insiders, and if the insiders are running, then why aren't the outsiders running? Right? That just sounds like a logical thing to do. On that basis, I'm going to drop this down to a C minus. Okay. I have to look at I'm going to use Google. Google is a very, very sound resource. I'm joking. All right. Nothing that jumps out at me when it comes to a stock split. Hold on, let's look at this. Unfortunately, we do not know. There might be rumors. Exactly, it's a rumor. I'm not going to put any validity into the stock split rumor because I feel like it's not based on or in reality. Somebody's brain is thinking this. So who's their brain for me to follow? I'm going to follow the facts as of the moment. It could be. It could happen. So what? It also could jump up to $20, the stock price. So I'm not going to follow the rumor. Nikola needs to follow same suit. Manipulative, corrupt shorts ruined America. All right. The short war. A lot of people banking on a company to fail. Speaking of short, I'm going to go ahead and look here because I haven't for some reason. I must have skipped it. I'm going to look at how many people are shorting this company. According to that's a lot of people. So the short percentage float is 18%. A lot of people are banking on this company to go bottoms up or at least fall. And this company has made shorts a lot of money because remember, it was trading at what was it? $2 and some change. And now it's trading at 81 cents. And according to the shorts and including myself, we think this company is going to go down even further. So with that being said, I think it's only fair to drop this down to a D plus because the shorts are onto something. Something's wrong with this company. The fact that people are bowing out, something just doesn't sound right. It's not gelling with me. Okay. Nikola have already won while Ride already made a reverse split. Someone thinks that Nikola is winning. I'm still failing to figure out where that comes from. I wish there was a source, obviously, so I could follow up and say, you know what, I agree with you. At this moment, based on my research, I can't. Okay. Nikola haven't been here in a long time. Things seem to possibly be heating up. Anywhere to turn for good DD. I'm not sure what that is. All right, good morning, friends. A bullish pattern. Someone sees a bullish pattern. This happened this morning. And as of this morning, we saw that the stock went from, they opened at 77 cents and then they dropped to 78. So I'm not sure that bullish pattern prediction necessarily reared its head today. Maybe it's coming later. I'm not sure. All right, folks. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. Not enthused. Okay, if you were to jump into this company with, let's say, a modest number, like 1,000 shares, and right now, you say you purchased in at 78 cents per share, and then the stock was to go to, let's go with $1.20, you would stand to make a profit of $1,000. Not bad, but I'm seeing it differently. Okay, I think the stock will probably drop down. Let's be fair. Let's go to 50 cents. Okay, you would lose $300. So not a big loss in my personal opinion. I mean, if you can get in and afford $800 to get in, then I'm sure you can afford a loss of $300. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure about this company. In fact, I'm going to say for the moment, I will give this stock a D+. Okay, and I'm going to give it a heart as well for good measure. All right, man. Look, I appreciate you watching this. I don't know about this company. It's a lot of negative, but as we saw, a lot of potential for growth. This is one of those companies I will probably check back on sometime in October to see how it handled the summer. If I had to make a prediction, let's say you're watching this in October, I'm going to make a prediction and let me know if I'm right or wrong. I think this company's going to drop. I think they're going to drop and probably around October of 2023, trade around 42 cents, 49 cents to be exact. I think that's about where it would be in my personal opinion. And if it's worse than that, yikes. If it's better than that, then most of the people who saw growth in its future was correct. That being said, please don't forget to go like the Rick the Don podcast, formerly the Becoming Ritchie Rich podcast. I appreciate everyone who likes this video. And, be safe out there, invest wisely, do your own research. And please hit me up in the comment section if you see something I didn't see. If you do something I didn't do, I'm always listening to you guys and ladies. So please hit me up. Stay safe out there and peace.